Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Ooh, and we are here, and Madam is here as well. I think she knew. She just knew. Let me just move that so you can see her. There you go. I mean, she has been asleep all day, and now she's gone. Yeah, I've been moving about because I had to get ready. Layla, come! Layla! 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 No. I had to, hi everyone. Sorry, yeah, I had to move about. And so she was like, no, you're not sitting still enough. She'll be back in a minute, I'm sure. Hi everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Another week has passed. Here we are again. Phew, normally I'm more, yeah, okay. It's been a bit of a, the minute you sit down, there she is. So I couldn't even get ready properly. Well, I could, but I'm not wearing my shawl as I usually would. It's still here. And she goes, quiet. I'm teasing. So everyone, how are you doing? How is it going? Are the leaves turning a different color in your part of the world? Are you working on the autumn cowl? Who is working on the autumn cowl? Hi, Josephine. Hi, Karanjit. Hi, Gracie. Hi, Paula. Hi, Guy. Oh, wonderful. 11th row. Fabulous. Hi, Patricia. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Hi, Bridget. Hi, Ingrid. Karen. Yes. So it comes out on a Wednesday, the pattern. So you would have some time maybe to work on it during the week. But then, of course, there's Saturday and Sunday if you need to catch up. But of course, there's no rush. There's no rush. Okay. It's there for you if you have time this week and you manage to finish it. Yes, of course. But, if not, then don't worry. You can catch up whenever you need to catch up. I mean, at one point, I did 2 cowls at the same time. And I was, I kept up with it. I had to stay up late to make sure I finish it for the next day. But I did it. And I made 2 blankets in the space of 1. And I tell you, never again. But I did it. Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed, Marla. Slow and steady does win the race. And do you know what? You need to enjoy it. You need to just enjoy it, Take the time, enjoy the stitches. It's repetitive, so there's not too much thinking involved, but just, merrily along, I would say. Give yourself some me time. And that's what I mean by my crochet me time. Yes, I mean, enjoy it. If you like doing it quickly and rushed, fine. It's me time, it's crochet me time, but just savor the moment a little bit, okay? Because before we know it, we'll be at that border. It's a monster of a border. It's a border, with a capital B. It's not just like, this. It's a good border, okay? So merrily along, Marla. Yeah. Just, at ease. It's cold outside. There's probably nothing you can go and do outside. There's probably a lot of things you could do inside, like cleaning and, cooking. But all that can wait. Yeah, Karen, that's true. The border it's not there to test you, the border, but I just felt like it needed a good border. I don't know why, but that's what I felt like. And the border has brought things together, but we're running ahead of ourselves. We are running ahead of ourselves. I think we need to go back a couple of days or even a couple of weeks. The title of this live, okay? What was the title? Survival Guide to YouTube and Cal's Crochet-a-Longs. What is where? We've had some panic on Wednesday. I can't find this. I can't find this. Where is this? Where is that? I try to give you lots and lots of information. Even if you have done CALs before, it is still useful. If you've never done a CAL before, it is very important that Patsy, no, we're not doing a double border. No, not a double border. It's a wide border. We're doing a wide border, but not a double border. You can probably see the border. And if I remember my first CAL from another designer, obviously, actually that was a drops CAL. So it was a drops CAL, and I was intrigued, completely intrigued, because obviously there was this date that we were working towards, and that's the date that the CAL would start. And before that, there was like all the adverts almost, Facebook, I think I saw it, or in some groups or whatever. So, that's the thing. It's the date when the CAL starts. But of course, before that, I already sort of let you know, and Drops did as well. They let you know where to buy the packs, when to order them, What do you mean, Corinne? Why is my shawl the wrong color? What shawl? Why is my shawl the wrong color? Which shawl? Which one? Do you know what I mean? You sort of, and there was this information. The shawl behind me. Yes, that's interesting, isn't it? The one behind me. I've got your attention now, haven't I? It's Mrs. T's to the T. T. Oh, she's here. She's always here. It's behind me. Right. So you need to find out. When you find out about a CAL, you need to go and read the blog post. Okay. So there is a blog post that I posted a month ago. In there, it had all the information, even all the colors. So every piece of information that you could possibly need for the CAL before it started was in that blog post. And that blog post was announced on YouTube. So for me, we are used to the videos, and then everything links from there. Okay. So when I did my first ever Cal from Drops, I was doing it via blog and following it on the blog. And that worked perfectly all right because I was like glued to that blog. So when the information post came out, I was like reading it. Then the first part came out, and then, you know, you sort of keep reading, and I bookmarked it in my computer. So I just had it there, you know, on the top, boom, and I could go to it. And that's the main thing. The information, the first bits, you always need to really, really make sure that you know what was said in there, okay? Because in the beginning, of course, I wasn't sure whether Drops was American English or UK English. So, you know, these are the obvious things you need to find out, okay? So let me just go through the whole process for you, okay? So I've got my phone here, and on my phone, so, you know, Anja's been talking about a cow, okay? So you go to your YouTube because you know she's on YouTube, okay? And hang on a minute. So here's my homepage. What is all this? Okay. And then you have subscriptions. So I have a view here of a cat doing something. But this is sort of like my page from YouTube. And up here are all the circles where you are subscribed. Now, of course, I'm not subscribed to my own channel because you can't, I think. So I'm just going to go to my channel. So this is Ophelia Talks, right? So first of all, you need to make sure that you are subscribed to me. Okay, because, and it says there something there, but I can't subscribe to myself. Okay, so it should say subscribe, and then underneath there's a little bell, and you need to make sure you ring the bell and you say all notifications. Okay, so that way you will be notified of new videos. Then if you know there's a new video, right, so you go to video. So normally, oh yeah, so this is me being live at the moment. So the latest video should be there, or it will that's normally the one that I say, hello, you know, hi, welcome to my world, blah blah blah, Mrs. T's, you know. So that's that one. And then underneath are just some videos. But you go to videos here, and then it gives you the list of my latest published videos. Okay. And then you go down, whichever time this is, you go down and you find the information. Okay, so you know there's been talk of a cow and a video. Now it's going to start playing. Yeah. Ads. A video of a information is going to start, right? So there you are. You've got the, let me just pause it, information video. Okay, so here I am telling you what the cal is, you know, what the title is, and what we're going to be doing and when it starts. But it also, why is there, see, this is a thing, there's so many adverts, you know, sometimes you can't look past it, and I think that's part of the problem. Okay, so you're in this video, and I've told you in this video that you have a blog post for you linked in the description box below. Now, how do you get to below? Because obviously this is my Teespring shop, and then there are other videos of mine, then there's other videos, just any, then there's other videos and other videos, and okay, just this is YouTube layout. Okay, but what you need to do, and this is very important, and it's very small, you go look underneath the video here. Can you see that tiny little arrow there? Okay, you press on that. Let me just do it. And then that opens the description box. Okay? And in that YouTube, now live on your channel. As if I didn't know. In that box, look, is all the information. All those links you can go to and have a look at, okay? But it says Cal Info, Cal Blanket Autumn Walk. To buy the pack, to see the information. There are links to see the information. You click on that one. And it asks me how I'm going to go there. So I'll just ask Safari to take me there. Look, there we are. So the little arrow underneath the video. Get yourself into the description box. Okay? In the description box, every video has a description box. I put loads of information. Well, Dirk puts loads of information in there. Okay? Then you click on the link where you want to go. And this is the information that you should be reading. And when I did my very first Cal, I was reading that information every so often, every 2 days, I was going back there and thinking, oh, it's going to be so lovely to do it, So read that more times than, it's there a month in advance. Make sure you have read not only the part of the story, but also, when do we start? It's there, 14th of October, 6 p.m. It's a Wednesday, okay? It's all there. How many weeks will we work on this Cal? 6 weeks. What size of blanket are we making? What do you need? The list of the colors, okay? It is there for everyone to see. It's not just, I don't publish that for nothing. It is all there for you and for your information, so that when the Cal does start, if you know all of this already, it will be a big help. There's also, hooks. And then also it says, where do you need to go for the pattern? And of course, yes, I am going to do a video about the pattern, but some of you, or I, provide a written pattern because some of you like it. So there's nowhere else I can put it but on my blog. So make sure that when you've been on this blog, that you have actually earmarked it or linked it on your computer, bookmark it, or put it in the box above, or make it one of those, quick links in your thing, in your screen, in your Google screen or your Chrome screen or whatever. And that helps for going back there, of course, because that's what I did when I did that first Cal from Drops. I had the link at the top of my page to make sure that, whenever I wanted to, whenever I sort of needed a bit of cheer, Layla sneezing, needed a bit of cheering up, I went there and I had another look, just kept me going for a while. Okay. So yes, must be a little bit of dust. I do have to do some more cleaning. And then there's also, about the Facebook group, is the Cal beginner friendly, and also the key. I already put the key in there because that way you know that I'm doing the same things as I always do, okay? American terminology, and obviously I have now also made my own sort of little abbreviations that I always use, like skip is SK in small letters, stitch is ST in small letters, SK in big letters is Slipknot, and things like that. Okay, so this should give you an idea of what's coming ahead as well, because it says FPDC. See? Okay, then there's also a please note, things like, So things that you really need to know. If you you need to read this more than once. Okay? And then it says, of course, I can't wait for the 14th of October. So that was the first step. All that information for you to get ready for the CAL. And what do you need for the CAL? The yarn. The list of the yarn is there here. The list of color. I don't know whether you can see it because I think the screen is too bright. Let me just make it that's better. Look, the list of the colors are there. Okay, somebody said, oh, but they're never been published. She's never told us. Yes, of course I published the list of the colors. I'm selling the colors this time, but that doesn't mean that I don't want you to go out and buy it for yourself or use your stash colors. I'm not that mean. I can't wait. Somebody has got I can't remember her name, but someone has got all pinks or, really bright pink and purple and, so I can't wait to see that person's blanket because I'm thinking it must be lovely, so hopefully she'll manage to also do it in a color wash. And so I would really love to see that blanket. I can't wait. So I don't care how you take part in the CAL. Yes, buy the pack from me. It was a great way to support me, and it was a great way to make me work even more. But of course, we've done it. It's been a good lesson. We've learned from it, and next time we'll do the same thing because it all went really well. Well, Patty, that's how it goes. Okay, not this time this is the way it goes. The CAL, I want you to do it week by week. I don't want you to have the pattern in the kit, in the pack, and then just go through it and then start when you have it, because that's not a CAL. A CAL is where you buy the actual yarn, you wait for the date, and then you do weekly episodes. You don't have to buy the pattern. You can get the pattern off the website. Okay, so now you've bought your yarn, or you've got your stash, or you've chosen your yarn. Okay, and the 14th, yes, you've strained your eyes looking at the picture. I think everybody has been looking, that's what I was doing, enlarging pictures and looking at the, just those tiny bits of pictures that they gave me. I was like enlarging them, trying to see what stitches they were, Anyway, so then it's the 14th of October. You're there. You've got your information. You're ready with your yarn and hook. Okay, the video comes out. Let me find the video. This is the video. Okay, so the video comes out. You click it and it starts playing an advert, of course. We can't help this. Okay, I'm monetized, so that means I earn a little bit of money when you skip ads. I shouldn't be skipping it. Hang on, when you watch it, I get tiny bit of money. But if everybody watches the adverts for like 30 seconds, then, I get a little bit, and that helps me to make more videos, of course. So here we are. We're watching the video, and yeah, she's telling me what to do, but she also went like this. Down below in the description box, there is the link to the list of the colors, because of course, as you can see from my blanket, every line is a different color. I can see people have been so intrigued by the fox. I mean, isn't that a wonderful thing? You've all been looking and trying to find what's the fox. And yes, of course, there is a fox, and he appears in part 1 of the Cal. And indeed, it's not an actual fox because I haven't been able to film a fox, but it's a color. So the fox is represented by the color copper. So it's been lovely because people have been watching the video with great interest. But, do you like the levels I've put into this Cal? We will be looking for the fox again later on. Okay, so, it's all good fun. It's all good fun. So, you're in that first video. You need to watch the whole video before you actually do anything else. Okay, just sit there and watch it. Then you click again. You click on that little... Yes, there we are. There is the description box. Okay, once again, it says, for the written instructions and list of colors, please follow this link to the blog. Okay, so I'm going to press it. And again, it's going to ask me, honestly. Okay, and there we are. There is week 1, the story. Read the story, people. Have you read the story? Have you been reading the story? Because the story is going to give you a bit more information about me, a bit more, and just some of the memories I have from all those walks. So make sure you keep reading those stories. They get better. Okay, get those tissues out. And then, of course, there's a picture as well. So a picture of the part of the woods that we are in. Unfortunately, I have not been able to. The plan was this summer to go to Belgium, to go to those woods and to film there, to take pictures there. But of course, I haven't been able to travel. Who has? So I have, as you know, I've been filming and taking pictures of all of this in woods nearby, Woodbury Castle, where I did the Woodbury Castle shawl. And so that's that, okay? But the first time I am going to Belgium, I will be going to those woods and I will be filming again there. I'll take the blanket, I'll take my basket, we'll do it, and we'll put it in a video for the channel. It'll be late, but who cares? I still want to do it. I want to take you along on my walk in the correct location. Okay, so there we go, So that will be something to look forward to, and it will be, awaited, I hope, with great anticipation. And my mum is going to come along with me. Of course she is. She's going to have to do the filming. No. My mum will have to come along. It will be wonderful. Okay. I'm tearing up already just thinking about it. But yes, all that footage I have from Woodbury Castle and all the music I'm going to put together as well as a video for you guys so that you can hear the music and see what music it was and then see the pictures again of Woodbury Castle. But yeah, we're going to do that. So then we have the pattern. So underneath the picture, we have the title pattern. And then, of course, there's the written pattern of what I just said in the video. Okay. And then we have this. Okay. And that is the color order. So we've got row 1. I'll show you in a minute. So I've made this bigger because somebody said it was too small. So I've made this bigger and now it's really big. So that's what I'll do for the rest of the weeks as well. Okay. And then underneath there, it says the multiples. And then, of course, it says, I hope you enjoyed, blah, 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 a closing bit as well. The main thing here is the pattern, which you'll read through together with my video. so you can learn the stitch, and of course the colors. Now, the reason why I am doing the cowl in my video in purple is because obviously I was never going to do it in the colors, because I wouldn't, I don't know how I'm going to, you know, convey to you how to do 30 rows, all the rows in different colors. I don't know how. Do you know what I mean? So what I suggest you do is you print off the pattern. If you do not have a printer, this is an iPhone. I don't know how you do it on your own phone if it's not iPhone. But what I do here, so I'm on the blog. This is the list. Screenshot. Okay. Save it. Go on. So I have the second part. Screenshot. It's now in my pictures. Okay. And I have it there. When I work on it, I go to my pictures and I'll edit them, and then I'll do a line through them. You can do that, can't you, somehow? Okay. So that's how I do it. If I'm not able, look now in my pictures. Can't. Oh! I've just shown you something that you weren't allowed to see. Oh, yes, you are. You are actually. You are allowed to see it. So these are the pictures that I've just took. Okay. And then you can just, it says edit. And then there's markup, I think you can do. No. Oh, well, anyway, you can do something to them. Yes, there it is. Markup. And then look, you've got all these pens that you can use to draw on them. Okay. So when I've done a line, I cross it out. Can you see that? Okay. So, you know, that way you can just cross them off as you go, and you know which one you've done. Yes, Kathy, it is from the item on the couch. Thank goodness it was that and nothing else. Whew. I will not be doing that again. You'll have to put it pause. Okay, so that's a way to do it, of course. But if you are able to print them off. So this is it printed off. And look how big it is now. So you can just tick it off as you go. Now, a lot of people have been confused by the number 3 here. Okay, let me explain, right? So in the pattern, if you read the pattern first, it says row 4 to row 27. Repeat row 3. Okay. Repeat row 3. This is the row number that you are repeating. The pattern row number that you are repeating. You are doing, this week, you are doing 27 rows. If you were to repeat 27 rows, each one 3 times, then your blanket will be finished and you'd run out of green and khaki and cypress, obviously. Okay? So, you know, you need to just calm down. When that first video of the cowl comes out, you're there. I know you're there with your hook and your yarn. I've been in that position myself. You need to calm down. You need to breathe. I think, right, let's watch the video first. Then go to that blog. Read it. Read it all. Read it carefully. Watch the video again while you read the pattern in the blog. Then you would have seen row 4 to 27 repeat row 3. And then this number here, because a lot of people were confused with that, would not have been that confusing. Now, of course, soon you'll be repeating row 65. You can't repeat that row 65 times. Do you know what I mean? So yes, it says 3 because it's a low number at the moment, and that's where we're at. But soon there'll be a different number, and you'll see that there'll be numbers like, for example, 35 and 34 you have to repeat. 35, 34, 35, 34, 35, 34. You're not going to be able to do that, 35 times, 34 times, 35 times, 30. Okay, so it's the row number. And there was just no, I think repeat, I think it does say row here, but it's just not there because the box isn't big enough. That's pages for you, numbers for you in Mac or Excel. Anyway, so we're on the blog. Where is it again? Oh my goodness. Where am I? I've lost it. See, this is what you do. You lose it? Okay, think about it. You were on YouTube? Ah, yes. I am now back here on the blog. Okay, so you go back to YouTube and there's all kinds of things again as well. So that yarn pack is still there because I still have a few of them. I ordered some more on Friday, so there's still some packs there. You can still order them. I'm going to try and make sure that yeah, but here I've got row here, see? It's confusing, isn't it? Row, color, done. So you can tick it off. But what do I put here then? Pattern row, but then pattern and then the row would okay, I'll think about it, but I'm gonna leave it for now. I mean, I know there's always going to be new people who haven't done this before, but this time it seemed that there were a lot more questions. And yes, of course, you have not seen properly the actual piece of crochet of my blanket, but I do have it there, and you can clearly see that you're not going to be repeating one row 3 times. Okay, so you've got to sometimes you need to just think logic as well. Ah, yes, the R in front of the 3. Oh, row 3, just row. I can put, I've got space enough here to put row, haven't I? Row 3, row. I'll do that. Yeah. Thank you, Kathy. I'll do that. I'll change them and I'll put row 3 because then there's, repeat, and then it says repeat row 3. We got there together. That's the thing. That's the beauty of it all. Okay. Before we say anything else, I have to apologize. Okay. I am sorry, peeps. I am sorry. I put that how to change your color in too early in the video. And actually, it's in 2 locations. I don't know why I put it there and at the end. So that confused some of you as well. I was showing you how to change color too early. Sorry. I think quite a lot of you have actually had to frog their blanket or have just left it, which, take it into your stride. It's fantastic. Whatever you did, it was crochet me time. But there you go. I'm here to keep things, to keep you on your toes. But of course, yes, Sharon, you can change it the way you usually change it. You can, if you normally do a standing stitch or whatever, I was just showing you one way to do it. But it's out. It's out now. I've taken it. I've edited that video in YouTube, and it's out. So it should not be causing any more. Yes, rows 4 to 27. Yeah, and repeat row 3. Yes. Oh my goodness, Jay. I thought. Yes, so it is, the piece of blanket is there, Janie. It is there. There is a piece of the blanket on there. And I do put the blanket there every time. It's there. In every video it is there. But I have to say, I changed some of the colors from my blanket to your blanket. Okay, so I changed some colors around because I didn't like how it looked in the end. So I just made tiny changes. And also what I changed is I changed I didn't change the stitches, but I changed the color of one divider section. So next week you will have a divider section and your blanket section to do. And one of the colors, I changed some colors there as well, because I kept them, two things I did. I kept them one color in my blanket, which was too much. It wasn't nice. So I changed that. So they're now all different colors, those lines. And I also changed the color because I have two the same. I don't know how that happened in my blanket, and I didn't want you to have that as well. So there is a little bit of change from mine to your blanket, but it's only sort of, color wise, which I thought would be better. So hopefully your blankets will look much better than mine, even better than mine. Yeah. So the testers might be posting their blankets, and of course it's made exactly the same way as mine, but you will find that there's some colors are in a different order. So if you see that it's a moderator who is posting a picture of her blanket, then don't worry about the order of the colors, because it might be a little bit different. Yes, of course, Charlotte. Yes, of course. So let's go back to what we were doing here. So I've been showing it you like this because I know then that that tiny little arrow is there to show the description box. Okay, so it's always handy to go and look at, for any video or for anybody else's channel, to go and look on the description box. Okay, but now I'm this big. Okay, if you turn your phone around, it changes and it becomes much bigger. Okay, but the problem then is that it's not so easy to find the box, you see. And so I'm thinking a lot of people might be doing this and just putting it on the side like this, and then just watching it. But of course, yes, you're watching it, but you can't get to the little, the little, where is it? Oh, the little thing here, the little arrow down to go to the description box. And I have a description box for every video, and there's always information, loads of other playlists as well to entertain you. Okay, loads of information about me, the links to the Facebook group, to the blog, all kinds of things like that. So do go and have a look in that. Look how big it is in that description box, because there is more information for you, to keep you happy, basically. Also, if you want something Ophelia Talks, if you're like, okay, I want to make something, I don't know what, go to my blog, go to my website. There's loads of information there. There's blog posts, a couple only, but there'll be more soon, so that's sort of the place for you to go, where of course we've only started this website about when 2 months ago, no, a month ago, a month and a couple of days. So I'll be putting more and more information on there. I also want to do some picture galleries on there, and there's links there for the YouTube videos as well. So there'll be I don't know whether I can show you. Actually, let me show you. So here we are for the written instructions. Looking to buy the yarn pack. Let's get that one. Okay. So this then takes you straight to the yarn pack to buy. And I haven't even listed the colors in. Well, it wasn't me that did that. Dirk did it. He didn't even list the colors in there. So you were just buying with good faith. And so if you go down and if you click on the, look here, it says view video. Magic. Cal information. There you are. You're watching it. Okay. So, you want to have another look through by phone, through by pictures, Janie. Well, thing is, no. Nope. 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 Oh my goodness. Let me have a look. Can I show you anything? Nope. Nope. No. Nope. No. Oh my goodness. No. No. Maybe this one. Nope. Not even thinking about that one. Oh, yes, this one. I'll show you this one. The food we had the other day. Pasta with mushrooms and cream sauce. Yummy. Nope, that's it. You're not having anything else. Oh my goodness, not even that. No. Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to turn it off, put it down. So many things in that phone that you're not allowed to see. If I was to lose this, that would be disaster with a capital D, I tell you. It's, yeah. Yes, breathe. Yeah, of course, no. I mean, this is the reason why I'm able. Oh, this is my screen. See, look, this is a view of Exmouth over sort of. But it was a sunset, and it was a really sort of pink night. This is the reason why I can make the videos, I can film, I can take pictures. I do everything with this. And then now, of course, I've got the Mac, what I'm using at the moment, and I'm using the Mac for the lives, but also I'm using the Mac for editing. And that's why, it's sort of the editing has changed a little bit. I hope that you like the way the videos are going. Did you like the way I've been editing the lookbooks and the video now as well? Sort of, with the trees and all that. I think it's an 11. Yes. Is it 11? I think it is. Yeah. No, Christine, I don't. I do have a backup to the cloud, but I don't, not really. I back up everything in my Lacy. Yeah, yeah, Dirk says yes, but yeah, it is all done, but I would always go to my Lacy. I have everything. So everything that's, if everything that's in here is in my Lacy, and Lacy is a external storage, and I plug it into my computer and I can get everything out. And that's been very, very helpful. Yeah, so it's an 11, but it's a normal one. It's not the Pro with the 3 cameras, isn't it? So this is this is perfect for me. I didn't need to have the, um to have all that gadget thing. All I needed, the thing is, I need to be able to do close, with my hands and that. Yes, I'm doing the videos of the trees and things, but yes, Christine, it is done automatically. So yeah, I have Google Photos, which I use as an automatic backup. I have iCloud, which the phone uses itself for itself. And sort of that. But then I used to use just Google as my only backup, but now with the Mac and with the iPhone, and it all works together, I have the Lacy, and that makes it quite easy. Oh, thank you, Ingrid. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. So color wash, Marla, is where it goes from. What's the opposite of color wash? I can't think. When all the colors are just, random, that's random, right? Color wash is you start with one color. For example, here with the blanket, we start with the greens. We start with greens, and then very slowly, we add in the next color. And then we go to creams and browns, and then we go to darker browns. So the color wash is like ombre. Yes. Yeah. So it goes from one color. So soon you will have used your last row of cypress, for example. You will not, week 2, and then you will not use cypress ever again. Okay. So it's sort of, how should I say? You'll be surprised because you'll say, oh, my cypress is running out and I'm not going to be able to do anymore. Well, that's okay, because you won't need it towards the end. Okay. So some of these colors you will not need throughout the blanket. So you'll use them in the beginning, and then that's it. You won't use them again. Of course, you've got some balls there for the border. Okay. Some balls are there for the border. But you'll see some colors will just never come back. So once you've done sort of 1 or 2 weeks, 1 or 2 colors will never come back, because that's how a color wash works. She's back. Hello. Yes, I'll add it. I'll have a look. Thank you, Carol. I'll have a look for that Lacy. It's called La C, and the YouTubers all have it. And it's like, it's an external database. No, what do they call it? External hard drive. That's what it is. And it works with Apple, you see. And you buy it, and you have to buy the one that has the correct holes or correct thing to put in your holes in your computer. So it depends on your computer that you have, how could I show you, which thing you need to put in. See, that's sort of, I think, sorry, that's too confusing. But anyway, you have to make sure that you know which ports you have in the side of your computer to, Yes. What I wanted to say as well, those extra bits that I'm publishing on Fridays, okay, because somebody's just asking me, what if you run out? You should not run out if you're making the blanket. I had yarn left over, so I suggest that you just make the one thing now every Friday of the patterns that I produce Fridays, that I publish on Friday. Just make the one sample, okay? And then towards the end of your blanket, make sure that when you know that you're not going to use that color again, you can start making more things from that. Or just wait a bit longer to see what else I come up with, basically, or to make sure that you are not running out for your blanket. Just wait with making those videos, and then with those projects in the videos, and then you can do that as well. Or of course, be absolutely sure and oh, Layla, no. Oh, stop. Be absolutely sure and just use any yarn that you have, okay? Here we go. Look at it. Don't keep licking me. I'm trying to lift my feet here. I'm trying to lift my. Okay, she is. Look. Oh no, stay. Oh, Leilaka. Oh, hang on. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Oh, my thumb. Where are you going? Okay. Look, Layla. Hey, dag Layla. Look, everybody's there. Oh. My goodness. Oh, no idea of personal space, have they? Okay, so Layla is a ragdoll, and she's she's looking at me like, was that my name you said? Are you talking about me? Yes, I know that wiggle butt crochet. I know that they can fail as well, which is obviously why everything is still backed up in Google. So it does still all go to Google, but I don't actually take it as much from there anymore, although Dirk does, because sometimes he needs something and then he doesn't come and get it, he just gets it off there. So we're still using both. And that Google Photos that I've had that since how long have I had that? I had that when it was Picasa, when it came out, sort of, I can't remember, 2008 maybe, 8 or 9, when I got my first digital camera. I must have close to, and I'm not exaggerating, I will try and look it up. It must be close to 90,000 to 100,000 photos on there. I've been, I take pictures, so many, and everything is backed up automatically. So since I've had the iPhone, all the pictures that I used to take on my phones, have gone automatically onto there, and I've always paid for it as well, because very, very soon, after I started using it when it was free, it just, said, you've used up your free space. But I don't mind, because that is my photo albums, like when you used to have all the albums in a cupboard. That is a photo albums, and my kids also have access to it, so they can go and look at pictures from holidays and when they were younger, and so it's really, really nice that we have that. And yeah, I don't mind paying for it, because it's it's for me at the moment, of course, it's a backup for all the things for YouTube. So if something should happen to my Lacey, I do still have all the raw all the unedited videos in there. But that's the difference. Now I can also keep my edited videos. Well, before I didn't do that. They were just on YouTube, and well, I hope that doesn't crash because then I've lost everything. But you know, that's how it goes, isn't it? Yes. So yeah, this is a ragdoll is a breed of cat. And yes, somebody else asked as well. She seems to be very settled. She is so content now. She's so calm and happy. Yeah, I mean, Ray must have annoyed her enormously, I think, because she's a different cat. She wants to be with us all the time. Bye, Christian. She wants to be with us all the time. She's with me all the time. I go to the kitchen. She's there waiting in the hallway for me to come back. And then, of course, when you're in the kitchen, sometimes you think, oh, I'll do this and I'll do that. And then I go into the hallway, into the conservatory to just drop something into the bin because, of course, you know, you have to do this sorting. And, of course, she thinks I'm going to the living room when I leave the kitchen. And she's like running around. But then she realizes I'm not following her, but I've gone off to the left. And then she comes back, meow, like, why didn't you follow me? You know? And then we do the same thing again. You know, I say, no, Leila, I've just got to go to the bathroom. No, she's halfway to the living room. Oh, it's so funny. But yeah, the minute she realizes I am actually going to the living room, she makes this little jump, and then she goes. Look at her. Oh, she's a cutie. Look at her. She knows. She's been asleep all day, especially to be awake for the live. Haven't you? Oh dear. Okay, now Mrs. Tease has been naughty and she has been teasing you all this live with this magnificent tassel end. Oh, that's precious. I think we might have a time change next week, Christine. But because I do the live announcement a couple of days beforehand, it will all work out, I think. I'm hoping anyway. So we'll go back to 2030 GMT instead of 2030 BST. Okay. But yeah, so the clocks go back. I don't know whether yours do, but you know, check out the announcement on YouTube of this live, and it should tell you what time it is in your local area. Back to the teasing. So, a couple of weeks ago, somebody suggested that part of the Ode to Anacal would make a lovely other thing as well. And I had been thinking about it because I have got a pattern for the thing, but I'm not particularly happy with it. Well, I am happy enough with it, but I realize it's more difficult than I thought for everybody to be able to do it. So I have made a new version of something that I already had. Guess what it is? Guess what it is? Okay. Before I tell you, please can you make sure that you leave me a thumbs up? I will tell you. Wow, somebody's already got it correct. Yes, yes, Sharon. And in a couple of weeks, I'll be sitting here saying exactly the same, but that's for then. See, I'm teasing already. I haven't even shown you this tease, and I'm teasing for a future tease. I am the queen of tease. Oh my goodness. Yes, Beth. So that's the problem. Not everybody changes the clock at the same time. So you'll have to make sure that you check the announcement for the live, so that'll sort it all out, I'm sure. So I have made a new version of the pocket shawl. So I have used, yes, the first week of the Ode to Anna Cal. And I have made it in such a way, that actually you can put it round your shoulders, round your neck, and round your shoulders again. Not this big, but otherwise I can't put my hands in the pockets because I'm sitting down. Look. And look at these tassels. I mean, look. I mean, these are tassels with a capital T, okay? These tassels, I've got leaves in there. Well, you know where that's been this afternoon then. In the woods. Yes, of course. Went and took some footage in the park for the new pocket shawl. And it was so nice. It was so nice. Thing is, with the embrace shawl, it's all very well, but the minute you take your hands out of the pockets, it falls off. So I'm thinking, why? It was impossible to keep it on. So this way, you've got your lovely shawl around your neck, and it's just there. It's just there. Now, I have to say, as you can tell, it's enormous long. It is 3 meters long. 3 meters. Do you know how many chains that are? You don't want to know. You really don't. Yes, Beth, indeed. I think it's a whole ball. And of course, that piece of leaf is back in there. It's a whole ball, nearly a whole ball for the tassels alone. I thought, I'm going to go to town. This is the ultimate pocket shawl, okay? I am going to go to town. The only thing I haven't done is put the stars on because, of course, this is the pattern for the stars. And to be honest, for now, I'm going to leave it without the stars, and I might put stars on, but do you know what I mean? I'm happy with it like this. I will include the option in the pattern to put the stars on, but yes, thank you. Yeah, this one is definitely longer. Not only that, I also left 2 rows underneath my pocket as well, so that added to it. But of course, you also have to check, Yes, I could put the stars on the pockets indeed. But for now, I like it without stars. My plan is to wear it with my winter coat. And I've got a black winter coat. So I was thinking maybe if I did graphite stars on here, then it would go with my winter coat. You see, sort of the black, the grey. Yes, no. Okay. But yes, also, Janie, indeed, I could put the stars on next season. And if you were to make this for like a recipient or for a child, maybe, then you could put their name in the stars because people have done that on the Ota Anakel. They've put like words in letters, with the stars. So you could do that. Wear it as a hoodie. Hang on. Let's put the hair in. Yeah, look. There we go. Now is this turning round like this? There we go. Ooh. Now I have a scoody, a scarf, hoodie, pocket. No, a scoody poke. A scoody poke. A scoody poke. Scarf, hoodie, pocket shawl. A scoody poke. So yeah. And do you know what? It was it's too hot. It was really nice to make this. And because it's a familiar pattern, it went really quickly. But I have to say, I did cheat. I came up with a way of not having to do a 3-meter long row. 3 meters. 3 meters. Anyway, you can also do it so you're working like this, short rows. So in the pattern or in the video, I'm going to give you 3 ways of doing this. And then that way you can also adjust it to your size as well. But of course, yeah, no, I've really had a great time making this, and I can see myself wearing this over my sort of my big winter coat, because of course I'm always, we go for a walk along the seafront, and my hands always get cold, and I'm always forgetting my gloves. So this way, I can just put them in my pockets. I can put them in my pockets. Look at those tassels. Aren't they glorious? They're still a little bit crinkled from being inside the ball, as you can see. But, I mean, I only did them this afternoon. This is hot off the hook, this. Very hot off the hook. Yes, so Sandy, yes, so the pocket is the same pattern. So when I do the video, the pocket, that's what I show you, and then I give you the multiples, and then I give you the amounts for the for the big shawl as well. Yes, it's lime color. Oh yes, fingerless gloves, indeed. Actually, fingerless gloves. Let me have a look. Possibly with one pocket. Just the one pocket around here. Look. Yeah, might work. Oh. But yeah, so this was 5 balls. So, yes, Sharon, I give you that option as well, to do it this way. Okay, and then you can make it however long you want, of course. But when I started making it, I was thinking of just the normal, the pocket over the shoulder and then the pocket. But while I was making that, I thought, you're making it like this, but you don't like it. Why are you making it like this? And I was trying it on, when it got wider, I was trying it on, and that's fine, but then you sort of let go and one side slides off, and before you know it, you've lost the second one. So I'm like, how does a scarf stay on? How does it stay on so it doesn't go anywhere? You roll it round your neck. And I thought, okay, so I've got not enough, because then I took my piece, rolled it round, and it came to there. I'm thinking, okay, so I have to, and this was nearly finished by then. And then I thought, then I'm going to have to undo all this. And then I thought, hang on a minute. What if I just make two? So I did. I made two shorter ones and crocheted them together. Had you noticed? So these are two ones that are crocheted together. This one is longer than the Ota Anna Cal width. Okay, so don't just start. Wait for the video. It comes out on Friday. I'm going to publish a autumn walk extra project on Friday and this one. So you're getting an extra video this week. You're getting 3 videos. Okay. So I made 2 parts, which meant that I didn't have to do the 3-meter row, nor did I have to do the so often short row, because of course I would never be able to, I can't keep up with doing short rows. I give up then as well. This was my, and now it's all twisted. This was my ideal length, to be honest, for making. So I've been making, look, this is how, yeah, can't show you, but this is the width that I've been making, right? And I've done that twice. So I did that twice, made 2 pockets, and then I crocheted them together. So there's one way of making it, a row of 3 meters. There's another way of making it where you do the short row of, I think, about 29 centimeters. Yeah, so you keep doing that. And then, of course, there's a third way, and that's my way. Okay, that was not funny. You know, and it's making 2 shorter shawls and putting them together, because it does work. You know, the sort of the pocket shawl does, hang on, let me show you. Where does it end? There. Okay, so this does work as a pocket shawl in itself, right? So you've got your pocket here and you've got a pocket there. So had I put this a bit lower, because of course now I've put it up, but had I put it on the end, then that and that would have worked, right? So that would have been fine. But of course, then you let go. When you're sitting, it's fine. But when you're moving about, it just falls off. So now you've got one that stays on. Oh dear. No, I only sell the autumn pack yarn, the yarn for the autumn cal, because of course you only need 5 balls for this, and for us to send out 5 balls, it's just not economically viable, or maybe for you, because the postage for 5 balls would be too high for us to send that out. So hopefully, you know, you can use stash yarn, you can use your own color that you prefer. To be honest, I wanted to make this for a long time. Couldn't make up my mind about the color. One day I just stood in front of my my leftovers, and there was like 3 half balls of lime sort of sticking out, like looking sad, thinking, use us, use us. You know, they were shouting at me, use us, use us. And That's why I started using lime. I have weighed the shawl, so I know how much yarn I've used, but then I used full balls as well. Leila, come. So yes, it weighs 450 grams. I don't know how much that is in ounces, but it's like 5 balls that you will need. So you've got about 50 grams left over. Thank you. Yes, the color, I didn't know what color, pink, purple, that's all very well, but, I just didn't want to, I wanted an autumnal color that would go well with my black coat, basically. So, Leila, oh, Leila, oh, she's putting her nails in my, oh. Look, there she is. There we are. Here she is. She's had a little drink. She's had a couple of biscuits to eat. Now she's back. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes, that's right. If you have it in one color, Fiona, it's easy to combine with something else. And I thought it went okay with this dress. I'm not too sure, but yeah. So I'm thinking it's time to say goodbye. And I hope that I have shown you a couple of tricks to get to places where you need to be to find the information. Wednesday, we will have week 2 of the CAL. It will be a different but similar stitch, okay? So there's going to be a part where you'll be, have to pay attention. And then there's going to be a similar but different stitch. And of course, there's always going to be the colors, okay? So you'll have to go back to the blog after the video has finished, and then see what the colors are, okay? And then on Friday, because I still have to edit this one, you'll have this video to look forward to, but also I think it's the oak leaves that we are making this week. I will see you again on Sunday. Night night, everyone. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening. Have a good sleep. Have a good work time wherever you're going now. And Layla says bye-bye as well. Can I get her to say bye-bye? Oh, bye-bye. No. Bye, everyone. Bye. Oh, now she's looking. Look. Layla. No. Layla. There we go. Oh. Bye, everyone. Bye. Can you hear her purring? Bye.